Hey guys, it's Haley.
And E.
And it's been about a week since we vlogged, but we have a lot of updates, so we're super excited to do this video. We actually had our first official IVF appointment today, but we'll get to that later because we want to tell you about all this fun stuff first. So this last weekend our friends came in from Florida that we hadn't seen in 3 years. We actually met them on a cruise, so it was so cool to see them. We got to spend the weekend up in Waco with them, which was super fun. If you have seen the show Fixer Upper with Joanna Gaines and Chip Gaines, we got to go to Magnolia Market and the bakery and the finery and what was that other place called? Spice Village, which was awesome. It was so much fun and perfect timing because we got a weekend to disconnect before our appointment today. So couldn't have been better, more perfect timing. We got, if you've seen Fixer Upper, we got this sign, which I'm in love with. Jimmy Don is on the show and he does a lot of their metal work. And I just thought this sign was very appropriate. You know how I lift it and show him the back? It's a... Oh. We got him to sign it at the end. It says, thanks, Jimmy Don, which was really cool to meet him and get this sign up there. It was really the only home item piece that we bought. I did get a cup and a t-shirt, which was very exciting. So we're gonna hang it up on this wall. We took our other picture down and I didn't really like that other picture anymore anyway, so it was time to replace it. So I'm very excited about this sign. And then I got this bracelet. You can see it on my Instagram, but it says Dwell in Hope. I think it's very cute. I love it so much. And I liked wearing it to our appointment today. If you want to see it, you can check out my Instagram, but they're by Laurel Denise. She's awesome. So much fun in Waco this weekend. Yep, so much fun.
Good times.
He was a good sport about shopping, and his Instagram picture taking skills were on point this weekend. If you haven't seen the YouTube video yet, Instagram husband, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Just YouTube Instagram husband.
It's my life. That's
his life. And I don't know, he's always been a good picture taker, but these skills this weekend were just
surprise.
Usually he's here, but they were up here, so now he set the bar really high for himself from here on out.
Yeah.
Yay. So it was awesome. Such a great weekend. Super excited to get to disconnect for a little while. In other news, I got my labs back about my thyroid levels. I've been on Synthroid trying to get my thyroid level down. Like I told y'all in our last video that my thyroid was a 3.0 and anywhere between, I think, 0.25 and 5 is normal. So I was exactly average, but if you can get below 3.0, then you have a better success rate of implantation with an embryo if we can make it that far. So we got my thyroid level down to 2.38, which is perfect and exactly where they want me to be, which means that I get to keep taking this awesome medicine that gives me a headache every day. But if it helps our success rate, then it's totally worth the headache every day. So we just push through it. So that's good. So in our last video, we told y'all about one of our YouTube followers that had some leftover medicine and she wanted to donate it to us. So we met her for lunch and she gave us her leftover medicine. That was worth $1,300. Such a blessing. So cool. We had another YouTube follower reach out to us and say that she had leftover medicine and she wanted to do the same thing and donate us medicine. So she dropped off her leftover medicine at our doctor's office last week and we got to get it today. She gave us 1 gonal pin. There's a few vials of Menopur and 3 cetratides. And since we're doing the priming cycle this month, I'll do the estradiol pills with cetratide and I'll need 3 days of cetratide. So this covers our first month of medicine. Plus I have my estradiol pills for my first cycle that I didn't use at all. So we don't even have to buy medicine for our first month, which is just amazing. And we got our prescription order for next month, and with these 2 gifts of donated medicine, we're able to lower the quantities of what we have to buy, which is awesome because this medicine is just so crazy expensive. So anything helps, and we just are so thankful for our 2 YouTube followers. And it was just cool to see, you know, one person pay it forward and then another person saw it and they wanted to pay it forward too. And we just hope that one day we can do the same thing But since we're in these shoes right now, it's awesome to see people do that, and we're just so very grateful. So, yay,
nice.
medicine. I've never been so excited to get medicine in my life.
Expensive medicine too.
Yeah, so thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So we have some really cool fundraising opportunities coming up. We have 2 that we are working on, and we can't wait to tell y'all all about them so you can participate or share, whatever. We're super excited about those, but we will tell you more about those hopefully by the end of the week. You excited?
Maybe. No, maybe by the end of the week.
Maybe
Yes.
by the end of the week, and yes, he's excited.
My excited face.
That's his excited face. So last week, what we were waiting on was for me to get a peak OPK test, ovulation predictor kit test. So I started testing on Tuesday. Tuesday I got a negative, tested on Wednesday, and smiley face, got a peak, which I was really excited about. So I called, made the appointment, and the appointment was today, Monday. So we went today, and take it away.
They did an ultrasound on her to just get a look inside and see how the uterus was and the ovaries. Then sign a lot of paperwork, just a lot of the consent stuff. This is how much you're gonna owe, and what to do with embryos, 50 years from now type thing, and stuff like that. So paperwork we've seen before, but just a lot of signatures and initials again.
Yeah.
And then kind of waiting on they wanted her to get some blood work done today, and just to check some levels. And once that comes back, they'll give us a rough draft of a schedule when we start everything. And yeah, about it. Quick and easy appointment. Just waiting on the lab stuff back. Probably not today. Yep, it's after 5. Probably not today, so maybe tomorrow, Tuesday. They'll tell us.
Yeah. So in the ultrasound, they were looking to make sure that I had ovulated, but they couldn't tell if I had in the ultrasound. What did they say looked different? It was something in my uterus that looked different, right?
I was thinner, and
yeah.
On the screen it was gray. Should be just a nice thick white line, I think is what she said.
Yeah. But it didn't look like that, so they weren't sure if I had or not. So this blood work will tell them if I have or if I have not ovulated. If I have, then we get the calendar like he said, and we'll be starting medicine right away. And if I have not, then they'll tell me when I need to go back to the lab and retest until my levels get to where they want them to be. So hopefully by tomorrow morning we have a good idea of the schedule. But if I have and the labs look good and we start right away, right now it's looking like the 2nd week of April we'll have egg retrieval and Tessie done. So it's like right around the corner, which is crazy. Today is what, the 20th?
20th.
Yeah. So now that we're in it, it's all gonna like happen really fast. So it's exciting, kind of. And when we were walking back, the nurse said, "Are y'all ready?" And he said,
That's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. Ready as we'll ever be. So
like knowing kind of what we're going towards. Granted, we didn't make it all the way through the last time, but knowing what we had to go through, and the ups and downs and unknowns and knowns, and changing situations, changing stuff can happen in the blink of an eye. So I think I'm a lot more chilled out and laid back this time about it, and just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah. And I think this time,
So.
I don't know if it's just because we got back from like a weekend trip, but that was just like so nice to get away and not be responsible for anything, like not have to worry about calling the doctor and taking, making sure medicine is taken on time and giving shots, or like we weren't responsible for any of this stuff. Like today I was just like, ugh. I'm excited to start again because I know what it could result in, but I don't know if my head's just in vacation mode or I wasn't very excited about going today, but we're getting the ball rolling, and I think I'll be glad once we can get close to the end. So this is a long process, and I think
we're more excited about the end, not
the process.
The process. So it's just kind of like, okay, let's do this. Let's get over with. Let's get towards the end, where that's where like the the good news then goal is. So this process is kind of just long and tedious. And
I wasn't ready to drive back to where the doctor's office is, because the last doctor that we used, she was just 5 minutes from the house, even though we had some appointments in another city. This one we're having to drive 45 minutes just to get there, and I wasn't ready to make the drive and lay there on the bed, and yeah. But we're back in it, and hopefully we can have some good news in a few months. So we are up to 648 subscribers, which is so cool and so amazing that you would even choose to hit the subscribe button and follow us along. Our goal of this YouTube channel has been to, bring awareness about infertility and to, break the stigma of it and just be raw and real and give you an inside look of what infertility and IVF really looks like on a day-to-day basis. So once we started taking medicine, because the medicine will be a different protocol, and the estrogen priming with estradiol pills, that's a whole different protocol. Once we start doing that, we'll definitely video all of that to show you what this plan looks like, because it's so different than the first cycle we did. So thank you so much for following along. If you haven't yet, you should totally hit the subscribe button and follow us along. This is I know I say this every time, but now that we got our first appointment in and we're waiting to figure out when we start the medicine, we're about to really get the show on the road. That's all I got.
Me too.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.